JD Presents 9345, and today we're going to be doing first of many series. We are going to be doing a tutorial of the Star Wars X-Wing game made by Fantasy Flights. There's their logo here. And today, the first thing we're going to do in this tutorial is how to build your ships, like upgrades and such. And then we're going to go on to moving. So without further ado, let's open the box. And now these are where you're going to punch out all of your different pieces. You can see that I've already been able to do that. Now we're going to take out these bags. I'm being assisted with my helper here. So we need to take out these bags. And in each of these, are going to be a different little piece. Like in this bag, I have the dice you're going to be using. We're going to cover this in a separate video. And we're also going to cover these in a separate video. So these are your starter ships you get. I am playing the Wave 2 version. So this is different because I got different mechanics and just different cards overall. So over here is basically... Hold the camera, please, helper. So what we're going to do is... These are your dials. You can see this for a Pilot Advance. Let me get it for the X-Wing, which is what we're going to really be basing things off of today. Now, this is the X-Wing, so it's going to be this model again. Now, this is the dial which you set up to show what movements you're going to do. Like, this is a 3 straight, so I would take some of these, find the 3 straight, and incorporate it. We're going to talk more about this later on in the video. But now let's get to setting things up. So we're going to look at our cards here, which you can also determine by these plates which you put on the base. Now these tell your opponent who the pilot is. So you can have Blue Squadron, Red Squadron, or Jack Porkins or Luke Skywalker. For this, we're going to pick Luke Skywalker. You're going to grab one of these bases, and you are going to put the base piece for the pilot onto the base where the firing arc faces the arrow. So it's going to be like this. The firing arc is in the direction the arrow is pointing to. So now we're going to put it down, and we're going to need to get our cards over here. We're going to need to go over and try and find Luke Skywalker first, which might be a little bit of... Here's Luke Skywalker. Now we're going to put it on your side of the table, like so. So you know that that's your pilot. So next, we're going to have to deal with a little bit of tokens now. I'm going to go more in depth with tokens before, but we're just going to get a couple shield tokens for Luke Skywalker. You can see on the card over here, the blue stands for the shield, the purple, which only counts for Vader and Anakin and Luke, those are force powers. And orange and yellow is for the whole, like the strength of the ship's armor on it. Now this is the evasion, so you would roll that many number of green die for the number that is green. Same with the number that's red. So you'd roll 3 red die and 2 green die for Luke. Now with the tokens for ships, you put them around here. And same for the force powers. Just need to get one more force power. There. So it'd be just like that. Now again, let's get on to ship building. So here's the Y-Wing miniatures, X-Wing miniatures, X-Wing. It opens up like that with the wings. Let me show you it from this angle. It's pretty cool how it does that. It's for an upgrade card. We'll get to those later because it's part of building your ship. If you want to get these, I don't know if you guys can see them, but these are just little poles. And for each ship, you get out 2 of them. So here they are. You connect them like that. Connect the ship like that. And then it goes on like that. And there you go. You've just constructed your ship. Now, I'm going to get into upgrades. These are just cards, see, that you can put on your ship to give them more powers and stuff, like extra abilities and stuff to help them. Like this one is only for X-Wing. You guys can pause and read it if you want. I'm not going to go over it, but this basically dictates, like, this upgrade card goes along hand in hand with just opening and closing the X-Wing S-foils. And you have other upgrades such as Proton Torpedo Launcher, R2-D2 as for an astromech droid, and like shield upgrade and stuff like that. You guys can pause and read it when you want, because we're going to go fast here. And alright, I've got the optimal upgrades for the Y-Wing. Now let's get on to moving. That's the second part of the video. We're going to go down to moving. Now, this is a turn-based game. And for each turn, each pilot goes and attacks according to their pilot number, which is this orange number up here. You can see Luke's is 5. You can indicate it on the card or on the pilot base. So Luke's number is 5, which is pretty high for version 2. But in version 1, they went higher. And let's say you have a tie where, let's say a TIE fighter has 5 and then the X-Wing also has a 5. Well, then you'd use this, which is a turn-based dial. You just switch it back and forth per person. So it's like maybe you flip it. Let's say this was mine, so I'd take Luke's turn. Alright, so that's basically how you decide who goes first if there is a tie. Now let's get on to actual moving. So each of these has a special dial over here. Each of these has a movement based on all of these pieces. So then over here, let's say I pick a 3 turn. I'd close it like that, and then when it's Luke's turn, I would reveal it. 3 turn, and then here's how you guys move for all the movements. You'd line it up like so, and then you'd move it like so, and there, you've just moved your X-Wing. One thing also to note is that, let's say we're just going to use a base like this for now. Say I'm doing a 3 turn, alright? But this is in the way. Let's say it's right here. So what you can do is you basically you put the X-Wing where it would have landed, but you know it's kind of difficult to say. But instead of where it would usually go, which is right here, it'd go as close as it would have gone when you're moving. So that's good. And then now we got the colors on this. You might be wondering what they are. I'm going to tell you what they mean now. So if you have a white color, it just means it's regular movement, can do easily. Blue, actually let's start with red. Red movements are like moves that like are dangerous with the fighter itself. So you'd be getting a stress token, and we'll get onto stress tokens later on in the game. And then blue tokens, these basically means if you do these kind of movements, then you remove the stress token, because like the movement stresses out the pilot. So if you do an easier movement, it'll make it more stressful. And that's really it to moving. If you guys enjoy this video, please like the video, and I will be continuing this series. Next up, we're going to do dice rolling and shooting and setup. Next up, we're going to do setup phase. And that's it for me. See you guys in the next video.